Hi guys, Jen Cushman here. I'm an empathic intuitive and energy practitioner and a change work and a creativity coach for women who want to get rid of the things that are sabotaging them in order to be able to live their best lives. Today is Monday, May 12th, 2025, and this is my Magic Mondays Love and Learn topic. Today is a very important day for a lot of people in the world who are Buddhist because today is Buddha Day. It's Vesak. It's a Buddhist festival. And this is the day that they celebrate when the Buddha went and sat under the tree. And it was both his birth, his enlightenment, and his death all at the same time. And when he came out from that, he created a new path or a way of living and being. Now, I am not Buddhist, and so it is not my culture. And I don't want to take anything away from it. And what I want to add to this today is the concept that Buddha came up with of loving kindness. And there is a loving kindness meditation that he came up with. So if you've never heard of the loving kindness meditation, and I happen to be your introduction to it, then I'm excited about that. This is a meditation that I do often. It's something that really increases my health and well-being. And it's a way for me to be a light worker and be able to put that loving light out into the universe. Okay? So I wrote a few notes about this. Let me go ahead and read some of them because I wanted to make sure that I have it correct for you. It says that the loving kindness meditation is an ancient Buddhist practice that cultivates goodwill and universal friendliness towards oneself and others. In English, it translates to Metta Bhava, the first of the 4 meditation practices taught by the Buddha to cultivate positive emotions. It focuses on generating loving kindness towards oneself and others, and it includes all living beings in the universe, both unseen and seen in the cosmos. I think that is so incredibly cool because it's not just the living beings that are of our 3-dimensional reality, but also all beings in the cosmos as well. So our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors, our past loved ones, any and all that are here participating in this life with us, but don't happen to be in our physical reality or in our physical vision, okay? Metta in the West is sometimes translated into universal friendliness and to emphasize the impersonal nature of the affection generated, free from any desire or expectation in return. And I think that's really key. Because in order to do unconditional love, unconditional loving kindness, it means that it's something that you want to just flow from your heart chakra. You want to give it freely and expect nothing in return. So if you think about it, it is your very quiet gift that you can give to the world. And during this day, millions of people will come together to do the loving kindness meditation together and in groups for peace on the planet and for the elevation of humanity. And so you can do it today to join in with everybody else, or you can do this anytime that you want because it's such a beautiful meditation. So the fruits of the loving kindness meditation are an open and a fearless heart. And I know in today's world, people who are highly sensitive, empaths, there's a lot of fear right now, and there's a lot of worry that if we're different, right? That if we open up our heart to others, if we are vulnerable and we allow ourselves to be seen, that somehow that is perceived as a weakness, and it is not. Being able to open up your heart in loving kindness, to have compassion for other human beings, even in some of the toughest of times, to have loving compassion and kindness towards ourselves in these hard times is one of the greatest strengths any human being can have. So it really is a superpower. And being able to be vulnerable yet strong, to be able to talk from the wounds of the things that happen and still not be in the wound itself, but to be on the other side of it and be able to share how you had resilience, how you overcome, is such a gift and a strength that you can offer the world. So, according to the Buddha gave a talk on the 11 benefits of loving kindness meditation. And here are some that are now supported by science. So, I'm going to tell you what the Buddha, excuse me, I'm going to tell you what the Buddha said are the benefits of the loving kindness meditation. And then I'm going to tell you what the neuroscience and what research says about it now. Okay? So, the Buddha said that if you do the loving kindness meditation, you sleep well, you awaken refreshed, you don't have bad dreams, other people regard you with affection. So you can be out in strangers and you will have a light inside of you from doing this. And other people will look at it and they will just naturally feel affinity and affection for you because you'll be radiating that loving kindness. Animals and pets regard you with affection. Celestial beings protect you. How great is that, right? Celestial beings are protecting you. Now, they're always protecting us, but they really, really, really love to protect those of us who understand higher consciousness ideas and who want to be light bringers and light bearers. Their job is really to help uplift and support us. You will be free from injury, from fire, weapons, and poison. You can concentrate quickly. You will have a bright complexion. You will die peacefully, free of any fear or agitation. And if you fail to attain enlightenment, you will have a pleasant rebirth. So these were the 11 benefits that the Buddha said for the loving kindness meditation. Now, according to science, they've been able to really do about 7 of them, okay? So be able to affirm it and say this is true. So they have done studies and they found out that the loving kindness meditation reduces self-criticism and self-hatred, right? Which is really important. It adds more loving kindness back into ourselves because that's one of the purposes of it and the point of it. It enhances your well-being. It enhances your feeling of purpose in life. It reduces cellular aging. So honestly, the way I say it is that the loving kindness meditation can help you reverse age. It can help your cells to actually reverse age rather than go forward, which is pretty cool. It reduces pain. It gives you greater resilience in your life because when you practice meditations like this and stuff happens that's not fun, you still have a way of tapping into that inner strength and knowing, and that knowing that things will change, energy will change, and it will be okay. It improves relationships. Of course it improves relationships. If you're sending loving kindness to a partner or kids or a spouse or coworkers or siblings, they're going to feel that energy and they're going to know that you're sending them loving kindness, and it's going to improve the relationships and improved mental health. So those are the science-backed responses to what the Buddha said in teachings over 257 years ago. I love the intersection of spirituality and neuroscience, and I love being able to be in the intersection of that right now because science is getting the tools to measure the things that ancients have known all along. And ancient wisdom is real, and science is proving it. So I love that. So let me give you just a little bit about the loving kindness meditation. There's so much information on the internet. You can Google it. It's at your fingertips. Sharon Salzberg has done a lot on it. There's a lot of information to be found if you just Google it. And here is a very brief introduction to it. So what you want to do is you want to have quiet time. You want to get down and get very, very quiet. And then you want to be able to just get into that very relaxed brainwave state. And then what you can do is you can start seeing a beautiful light, ball of light above your head, or a ray of light, or anything you want to see. And then with your eyes closed, you can just start mentally bringing that ray of light down through your crown chakra and then down through all the rest of your chakras, filling your body completely up with that loving, healing light from head to toe. And then what you can do is you can build up the energy of love in your heart chakra, that loving kindness energy, where you just want for the unconditional love of others. You want the love for every being, every living being on this earth, okay? And if you can't quite do that, like let's say we can't quite give loving kindness to everybody on earth, you can pick another person, okay? Not necessarily your spouse or your partner or your children, because that comes so easy. But pick somebody else, pick something else that you can give loving kindness to. Again, a coworker, a friend, somebody that you really want to just shower with that loving energy, you can do. So then with your eyes closed in meditation, you want to take all that loving kindness in your heart chakra. You want to build it up so it feels warm and loving and tingly. And then with your eyes closed, you want to start flowing it out your heart chakra, flowing it down onto the ground, flowing it all around like liquid light, flowing it to the other person and filling them up with that loving, beautiful, healing energy. And then once you feel that beautiful healing energy, here is the words of the Buddha that you would say to that other person and to yourself. May I be well and happy and peaceful. Breath, activate the vagus nerve. And then may you be well and peaceful and happy. And then feel that and allow all that energy to come out and just fill everything with that beautiful loving kindness energy. And then you can say, may we be well and happy and peaceful. And again, let that settle, let all the energy go out, allow that loving kindness to just fill the space, yourself, everything around you. And then you can end it with may all beings be well and happy and peaceful. And then allow that to settle. And then just stay in that beautiful harmonic space for a while. And then put it out. And then go ahead. And when you're finished, just shut it down. Bring it all back in. Bring it back into your heart chakra. Allow that beautiful energy to flow between you. Go ahead and close up your crown chakra. I put a figure 8 circle. That's my closing sign for infinity. I'll put that above my head. And then I'll just go ahead and gently come out of meditation, feel amazing, and then go about my day. So I hope this was helpful. It might have just been an introduction. Some of you might know this and have been doing it forever. Whatever it is perfect and fine. Like everything else that I teach on a Magic Mondays, keep what resonates for you, release the rest, okay? And more than anything, have a beautiful week. And what an incredible week would it be that instead of focusing on the problems of the world, let's focus on sending love and kindness to the world, okay? Namaste.